1958 Chevrolet Biscayne, located in Jeanette, PA, valued at $11,000. Today, we are taking a trip back to the tail end of the 1950s with a true American icon. I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace and found this striking yellow and white 1958 Chevrolet Biscayne. There is something absolutely magnetic about the sweeping lines and massive presence of this 58 Chevy. You have to remember that 1958 was a pivotal year for Chevrolet. The Biscayne was positioned as the entry-level full-size model, designed to be a durable, no-nonsense workhorse. Back in the day, if you were cross-shopping, you were looking at the Ford Custom 300 or maybe the Plymouth Savoy. While those cars were purely basic transportation, the Biscayne offered that legendary Chevy V8 power in a package that was built to last. It wasn't the top-tier Impala, but that's exactly what makes it cool today. It's honest, hard-working, American muscle from an era when steel was king. Let's dig into the details on this specific build. The seller notes it's powered by a 283 V8, which is an absolute classic, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission. It's got an aftermarket intake with a Holley 4-barrel carburetor and a dual exhaust setup to help it breathe. Now, this isn't a museum piece, but it's a solid runner. The seller highlights that the headliner was recently done by Wyman's Interiors, and the older interior restoration is still holding up nicely. While the exterior paint is showing its age, the car is described as a solid base with plenty of room for a new owner to add their own touch. Plus, it comes with a car cover and a bunch of extra parts to get you started. Sitting here in 2026, where everything is becoming automated and digital, there is something incredibly refreshing about rowing your own gears in a V8 Chevy from the 50s. It's an analog experience that you just cannot replicate. 1956 Studebaker Powerhawk, located in Rockford, Michigan, valued at $21,000. Back in '56, Studebaker was swinging for the fences with design. While the big three were focused on mass production, Studebaker was building these elegant, low-slung coupes that looked like nothing else on the road. It was a true personal luxury car before that segment even really existed. This specific tuxedo black and white beauty is a rare find. It's powered by a 259 V8 with a 4-barrel carb that the seller says starts right up. This isn't just a survivor, it's been pampered. 2 years ago, the transmission was rebuilt with NUS parts, and they've recently added new springs, door glass, and seat belts. It even features custom fins added by the original owner, giving it a totally unique silhouette. A mid-50s Studebaker is the ultimate statement piece. 1941 Packard 110, located in Gordonsville, TN, valued at $24,500. Today, we are looking at something truly special, a rolling piece of art from the golden era of American motoring. Just look at those lines. In a world of cookie-cutter modern cars, this Packard has an elegance and presence that simply stopped me in my tracks. Packard was the definition of luxury. While they were famous for their massive, expensive prestige cars, the 110 series was their way of bringing that legendary Packard engineering to a wider audience. If you were shopping for a car back then, you were comparing this to a high-end Buick or a Chrysler. While those brands were great, Packard carried an aura of prestige that was a step above. It was the car of choice for people who valued understated elegance and solid, over-engineered mechanicals over flashy gimmicks. This particular example is a real gem. The seller notes it's a business coupe that has undergone a very nice restoration. It's finished in a beautiful two-tone brown and bronze metallic paint that really highlights those classic curves, perfectly complemented by stunning chrome trim. On the inside, you get a beautiful stock dashboard and seats wrapped in fine, light brown leather that the seller describes as being in perfect condition. Mechanically, it's ready to go. The 6-cylinder engine fires right up and runs super smooth. They've even added an auxiliary water temperature gauge under the dash to keep an eye on things, making this a classic actually drive and enjoy right now. Sitting here in 2026, Packard is a total time warp experience. It's heavy, It's analog, and it's undeniably classy. 1947 Ford Super 8, located in Butler, PA, valued at $9,900. Historically, these post-war Fords were the bridge between the pre-war era and the modern automotive age. After production resumed post-World War II, Ford refined their classic designs, making these some of the most recognizable and beloved American cars ever built. Now, this isn't your average restoration. While it keeps that iconic late 40s silhouette, this build has been modernized with a potent 400 Pontiac motor. It's paired with an automatic transmission and comes equipped with both power brakes and power steering for a much more comfortable ride than you'd expect from a classic. It shows 35,000 miles on the odometer and is finished in a striking blue paint job. You get that vintage, head-turning style with the reliability of a swapped-in Pontiac V8. It's a total bargain for a classic you can actually drive and enjoy. 1965 Ford Thunderbird Limited Edition, located in Seymour, TN, valued at $28,500. Now, this isn't just any Thunderbird. It's a rare 10-year anniversary special Landau Limited Edition. Just look at that original copper color, it's absolutely stunning. Let's dive into why this T-Bird is such a unique find. To really appreciate the 65 Thunderbird, you have to remember that this car was at the forefront of the personal luxury coupe movement. Back in 1965, if you were shopping for a high-end cruiser, you were looking at cars like the Buick Riviera or the Oldsmobile Toronado. While those cars were great, the Thunderbird occupied a special place in the American consciousness as the jet age luxury coupe. It offered a smooth, powerful ride that prioritized comfort and style above all else. Ford designed this generation to be the ultimate grand tourer, and it really set the standard for what a luxury car in America should feel like. Let's talk about the specs on this specific T-Bird, because it's been incredibly well cared for. Under the hood, you'll find a powerful 390 cubic inch V8 that the seller says purrs like a kitten. It's recently had new plugs, wires, a cap, and a rotor installed to keep it running smoothly. The seller has also added some fantastic modern touches, including a brand new in-dash AC system from Classic Auto Air that blows nice and cold, plus a modern Bluetooth audio system for your driving tunes. While it has had one repaint, it remains in its original, eye-catching copper color, and the interior is described as being in very good condition. It's a turnkey classic that needs nothing to be enjoyed immediately. For $28,500, you're buying a rare piece of history that's actually comfortable enough to drive. We've covered 5 cars so far. Which one do you think is the best buy for 2026? Let me know your pick in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for another Hidden Gems classic car finds. 1940 to Lincoln Continental, located in Lafayette, Inn, valued at $39,500. Just look at those lines in a world of modern, mass-produced cars. The sheer artistry of this Lincoln is on another level. Let's dive into what makes this pre-war legend so special. The Lincoln Continental, a true icon of American design, and this 1942 model, incredibly rare. According to the seller, they only produced 136 of these cabriolets before production was abruptly halted due to the outbreak of World War II. It's not just a car, it's a time capsule from the final moments of pre-war luxury. Back then, you were comparing this to the absolute top-tier luxury of Packard or Cadillac. While they offered supreme comfort, the Lincoln Continental stood apart with its sophisticated, low-slung aesthetic that looked like it was moving even when it was standing still. This particular Continental has a fascinating story. It's been part of a collection for decades, and the current owner even purchased it from the well-known Domino's collection in Michigan. It's always been stored in a climate-controlled garage, which explains its condition. Under the hood, you'll find a 305 cubic inch flathead V12, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission on the column. The seller notes that the engine, transmission, and clutch were all rebuilt back in 1994. It currently has 68,700 29 miles on the odometer, and it runs and drives great for its age. It's rare to find a 42 Continental that's this well preserved and ready for a new collector. Sitting here in 2026, stepping into this V1 to Lincoln is a total time warp experience. It's heavy, it's analog, and it's undeniably classy for just under $40,000. 1985 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, located in Milton Way, valued at $11,500, and honestly, for what's under the hood, that is a steal. This isn't your grandpa's grocery getter anymore. This is a full-blown modern muscle build. Let's break it down. To really get the hype around this car, you have to look at the G-body platform. In the 80s, the Cutlass was the king of the streets, the perfect balance of style, comfort, and potential. Back then, you were cross-shopping these against the Chevy Monte Carlo or the Buick Regal. While those cars were great, the Cutlass just had that extra bit of Oldsmobile swagger. It was the platform of choice for guys who wanted a smooth, classic body that could handle serious performance upgrades. It's the ultimate canvas for a hot rod build, and this specific car takes that potential to a whole new level. Let's talk about why this thing is a monster. Forget the tired factory V8. This Cutlass is now running a Gen 3 5.3L engine with Gen 4 internals. It's built for power, featuring an Urson GM hot cam, 862 heads with 600 lift valve springs, and a tall single plane intake. The exhaust setup is no joke either. Long tube headers running into a 3-inch exhaust with an X-pipe and race bullets for that aggressive sound. It's all backed by a TH350 transmission and a 7.5-inch rear end with 3.73 posy gears, making sure that power actually hits the pavement. Sitting here in 2026, where everything is becoming silent and computerized, a raw 5.3 swapped Cutlass like this is the perfect antidote. It's loud, it's fast, and it's got that classic 80s aesthetic that simply never goes out of style. 1973 Lincoln Mark for Ranchero, located in Streator, IL, valued at $22,500. I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace and found this a 1973 Lincoln Continental Mark IV, completely custom converted into a pickup. The seller, a disabled veteran thinning out his impressive 13-car collection, is asking $22,500 for this unique build. It's got that classic Continental front end, but the back, it's a full-on bed with metal tie-down points and a custom canvas cover. Let's dive into the history and the heart of this absolute head-turner. In 1973, the Continental Mark IV was the ultimate statement of American luxury: big, bold, and unapologetically massive. Back then, it competed directly with the Cadillac Eldorado. But while the Cadillac was pure status, this custom build takes that luxury platform and gives it a rugged, utility twist that the factory never even dreamed of. It's a mashup of high-end boulevard cruising and work truck attitude that somehow works. It definitely has a pimp mobile vibe, but with the practical bed space to actually haul gear. Under the hood, this thing is pure American muscle. It's packing a massive 460 cubic inch 7.5 LV8. The current owner has been keeping it in top shape with a recent brake fluid flush, a Holly Street Avenger 670 carb, and a new alternator belt. Looking back at the previous owners' major work around 2007, they rebuilt the limited slip rear end, replaced the water pump, and swapped in a new exhaust system. Plus, the transmission and clutch only have about 6,000 miles on them. This car comes from Oregon, which means it's clean, well kept, and crucially has never seen a winter. Here in 2026, where every truck on the road is a clinical, tech-heavy appliance, driving a 7.5L Lincoln truck is the ultimate act of individuality. 1974 Eagle AMC Hornet, located in Connellsville, PA, valued at $19,900. Just look at that original sienna orange paint. It's pure 70s energy. It's not every day you find a vintage wagon that looks this well preserved. Let's dive into why this AMC is such a gem. To truly appreciate the Hornet Sportabout, you have to look at the landscape of 1974. AMC was the underdog of the American auto industry, always fighting against the big three, Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler, while everyone else was making giant, gas-guzzling land yachts. AMC was focused on practical, compact innovation. The Sportabout was actually the first domestic wagon to offer a truly sporty, European-style aesthetic. If you were cross-shopping in '74, you were looking at wagons like the Ford Pinto or the Chevy Vega, but the Hornet offered a robust, bulletproof V6 engine that those other compacts just couldn't match. It wasn't just a grocery getter, it was a rugged, versatile machine built for the real world. This specific car, of a total time capsule, it's rocking a 4.2-liter inline-6 engine paired with a 3-speed, torque command automatic transmission. The seller notes that this is a highly correct, original car that still retains its factory drivetrain, wheels, and covers. It's finished in that beautiful original sienna orange paint over a cinnamon and buff interior. The coolest part, it even comes with all the original owner and dealer literature, and believe it or not, the original space saver spare tire that has never even been used. This is the kind of preservation you almost never see. Rolling up in a bright orange '74 AMC wagon is the ultimate act of style. It's reliable, it's distinct, and it has more character than 10 modern crossovers combined. For just under 20 grand, you're buying a turnkey piece of American automotive history. 1991 Nissan Figaro, located in Uniontown, PA, valued at $15,000. In a world of aggressive, angular sports cars, this little retro-futuristic bubble is a breath of fresh air. Let's break down why this cult classic is making such a comeback. To really get the Figaro, you have to look at the Japanese Pike Factory series. Nissan wanted to create something that wasn't just a car, but a lifestyle accessory. While it's technically based on the Micra platform, it bears no resemblance to your typical EconoBox. If you were cross-shopping in the early 90s, you might look at other small retro-styled cars like the Mazda AZ1 or the Honda Beat, but the Figaro was always the refined, chic option. It wasn't about raw lap times, it was about style, class, and standing out in a way no other car in its segment could match. This specific find is a great example of a well-kept driver. Under the hood, it packs a peppy turbocharged engine, paired with an automatic transmission. It's currently sitting at about 132,354 kilometers, which is roughly 82,000 miles. The current owner has done the hardest part for you. It's already imported, titled, and registered in Pennsylvania. It's completely stock, featuring a replacement convertible top, a clean interior, and minimal rust. This isn't a museum piece, it's an honest car ready to be driven. The Figaro is the ultimate conversation starter. As the seller puts it, you can buy a Mustang, a Corvette, or a Jeep, or you can buy the car that causes total strangers to walk across parking lots just to ask, what is that? It's a guaranteed way to get thumbs up at traffic lights and a smile at every gas station.